It is a full-blown winter evening across southeast Texas, Houston, Galveston. This is Galveston Live, where high clouds have come in, and they've been thickening up for the past hour or so. They stopped whatever little warmth we were getting from the sun, and we're in the 50s, and it's windy and it's cold everywhere. Offshore flow putting little ripples on the Gulf of Mexico right there. What a chilly evening it is. Wind advisories are going to come down at 7 o'clock. That'll be the fire weather warning. The wind advisory comes down at 7 o'clock. Winds are beginning to die down right now, but they're still gusting to 20, 25, even 30 at times right now. Clear and cold tonight. Winds will settle down to calm overnight. That and clear skies expected. Have temperatures dropping to freezing or below on the northwest half of the area. We'll go over those temperatures in detail here in just a second. These are wind gusts, current wind gusts over the past half an hour. Galveston, that just updated. You had a wind gust to almost 40 just during the past few minutes. Hobby had a gust to 33. Houston, Bush, a gust to 23. Sugar Land just had a gust to 31. Wharton, a gust to 32. All this out of the north. So continue to be really careful with anything that can burn. We had that multiple structure fire in Dickinson this afternoon, right here with winds that were gusting to 40, 45 miles an hour spreading that fire. These are peak wind gusts today. Hobby had a gust to 46 out of the north. Galveston had a gust to 58. Pollens had a gust to 60. So those are all above minimal tropical storm force winds. They're all tropical storm strength wind gusts. College Station had a gust to 33. That's below tropical storm force. 39 miles an hour is minimal tropical storm force. So anything 40 and above, you get a tropical storm force gust today. And it's bone dry. We're not used to relative humidities in the teens, but we've had that all day long. So chapstick, moisturizer, you're definitely feeling it in Houston as our bodies aren't used to this type of dry air. Wharton currently 18% relative humidity, Pearland 17%. Relative humidity. Now, we've clouded up. Clouds do act like a blanket. And if these clouds, all the white here on the map, if these clouds were to stick around all night, they would act like a blanket and keep our temperatures above freezing area wide. But that's not going to happen. Watch the cloud forecast. This is now, we're all cloudy and cold. Clouds push toward the coast and off the coast by around 1 a.m. So that's going to just pull that blanket off. And you're going to be exposed and get cold. All the heat that we had today, what little we did, will go off into outer space. And that's going to allow things to get very cold down to near freezing across the northern half of the area by the time we get to the morning. Isn't this a little late for a freeze? It is. It's not unheard of. Our latest freeze, I believe, was April 19th on record. But let's see, North Harris County, we're in the zone when normally the last freeze is February the 16th. Northern zone, normally the last freeze is March 2nd, but these are averages. Mother Nature doesn't know anything about them, and we have outliers like we're getting tonight with the freeze expected. Freeze warning is in effect for the northern half of the area, northern third, although I'll tell you what, you'll see Columbus expecting a freeze tonight. I expect New Ulm, Cat Spring, Industry, you're going to get a light freeze tonight. I expect Waller will see a freeze tonight as well. Spring Creek northward freeze, lows as low as 28 degrees along and north of that line. Let's take a close look at all of this. So I've drawn in the freeze line. That's the blue line up here. We'll look at that as we zoom out. But everybody around and inside the 610 loop in the Beltway, you should be above freezing. Although models have Alameda at 33 in the morning. Heights 37, Dyersdale 34, Galena Park 35, Pasadena 35, Copperfield 36 in the morning. So Little Garden you planted should be okay in and around the Beltway and the Loop. Zooming out, there's your freeze line. So you can see that Atascocita right on the line, 33, one above freezing in the morning is what the models say. Tomball at freezing 32 in the morning. And then Navasota 29, Huntsville 33, Livingston 31, Liberty 31. And I can tell you right now, Conroe, you will likely have a light freeze as well. Models coming in at 34, but with all your surrounding temperatures at or below freezing, you will be at or below freezing in Conroe, so plan on it. Columbus forecasting 30. Brenham 30. So, places like Hempstead and again, northern side of Austin County, you're going to see a light freeze in the morning. Models have Sugar Land at 33 in the morning. League City 37, Baytown 34, so just barely above freezing south of the freeze line. Here's another way of looking at it. Individual spots, Sealy 31, Columbus 31, Woodlands 31, Conroe 31. Everybody here gets a light freeze. Navasota 29 in the morning, Livingston at 28 in the morning on a clear, cold middle of March night. From Houston, Harris County to the coast should be above freezing. Sugar Land 37, although the latest model run has you a little colder than that. Angleton 37. Liberty, a freeze. You're going to get right to freezing or a little below Liberty. We're forecasting 30 for you. Galveston wakes up at 48 in the morning. And then we begin to moderate. Now we go to 65 on Tuesday, which is still a cool day, below the normal high, which is in the mid-70s this time of the year. Lovely afternoon Tuesday. Wednesday, 76. Thursday, up to 81. You can see the trend. And we end up with highs near 90 as we head into the coming weekend. So we're going to go from a freeze to 90 in a period of 5 days. It is so challenging to forecast weather here. It is so much fun. I love it. Oak, 32.98. That's as high as I've seen it. Pines at 273. Cedars at 170. So the tree pollen count is high. The trees are feeling the higher sun angle. Grass is moderate, so there's plenty to sneeze at out there. Weeds, none. Mold spore count is moderate as well. And here's the map. There's the front and the weather system that came through here. It was Sunday night when the front came through, a little bit of rain. Now the rain's up and down the East Coast. That is snow into western Pennsylvania. So the rain turns over to snow across New Jersey and New York later tonight. They've got snow showers in Chicago tonight, a little bit of activity up there in the Pacific Northwest. Other than that, pretty quiet. You can see infrared, the high clouds that have come overhead. But if you look to the north, right, you can see the leading edge of where they begin to thin out. And so models eventually take those clouds offshore and make things cold tonight. Current temperatures, it's 27 with snow flurries in Chicago right now. Pittsburgh's got snow showers. New York has rain showers right now. Bismarck's at 20, Dallas is 46, and it's 91 out in Phoenix right now. And I see Miami sitting on 84. Future track temps, the coldest of the year, slides east. This is tomorrow morning. Louisville 23, Chicago 13. No thank you. Temperature outlook, warmer than normal. Even though we're getting this punch of cold air where we're way below normal with a freeze, overall, as we head a little further out in time, March 22nd through the 26th, models have things warmer than normal, colder than normal across the Northeast. Been like that all winter long. Here are Tuesday's numbers. For Houston proper, 36 in the morning with the freeze Spring Creek northward, 60 by noon, 65 in the afternoon. Beautiful day. Real treat. The extended forecast. So there's your cold. Oh, and it's St. Patrick's Day. Look at the Irish be with you. 65 is a lucky number. Wednesday, 76. Thursday, 81. Friday, 88. Saturday and Sunday, 90. What a beautiful beach and lake weekend it is going to be for spring breakers. There's a lot of us on spring break this week. I believe it's Fort Bend ISD and several others. I want to point this out. So we're going to hit 90 Saturday and Sunday. We don't think this is going to be a summer sticky like 90. This will be a lower humidity 90. Notice the lows in the low 60s. That tells us that humidity won't be over the top. So 90 Saturday and Sunday should be a comfortable 90 if there is such a thing.